happy holidays.
From all of us at NBC10.
How about them Eagles? The Birds are soaring tonight after a huge win against Dallas as they edge closer to the playoffs. An early Christmas gift from the Eagles to their faithful. From inside and outside the link, we have fan and player reaction you'll only see here on NBC10. And still not done. A lot of excitement tonight, but there's still plenty of work to do if the Eagles want to move on.
NBC10 News starts now.
Prescott steps up. He is firing deep, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Broken up by Sidney Jones, who made the play of the day against the Giants 2 weeks ago. Was Sidney?
The unmistakable sound of Merrill Reese calling the biggest play of the night. The Eagles take care of business at home by beating the hated Cowboys, and look at that crowd going nuts. Good evening, I'm Denise Nakano, and for Eagles fans, it's the perfect ending to Dallas week. The Eagles pull off the win to keep their playoff hopes alive. NBC10 is the official station of the Eagles, and we have exclusive reaction and analysis of the big game. We have team coverage from inside and outside the link. Let's start with NBC Sports Philadelphia's John Clark.
There's something about these Eagles as home underdogs, huh? They do it again. They win the NFC East showdown against the Cowboys, and if they win at the Giants next Sunday, they go to the playoffs for a third straight season.
Hey, man, got the dub. We got one more game to go. We got one more game to go. Man, we got one more, though, man. We got one more. You guys in this room believe. Coaches believe. Everybody believes. And that's what it takes, man. A little bit of faith.
The link was rocking. The Eagles' defense shut down the Cowboys' offense, holding them to 9 points. Carson Wentz threw for over 300 yards in the biggest game of his career.
You know, obviously we've had our backs against the wall for a while now, and you know, just you can see the sense of belief that each of these guys have. You know, and you see it each week with them getting better and better, and believing in themselves and believing in this team. And I can't say enough good things about these young guys that are continually stepping up for us, and we're going to need these guys down the stretch.
Remember, the Eagles were 5-7 after that awful loss in Miami. Now they've won 3 straight against division opponents, and they're setting themselves up to be back here at the link for a home playoff game. At Lincoln Financial Field, John Clark, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
And it was a roller coaster of emotions for Eagles fans sweating out this game, but in the end, their faith was rewarded. NBC10's Drew Smith was down in South Philly tonight talking with fans who are getting more and more excited.
Check out Xfinity Live right now. So many people in Eagles green excited after this win, but also some people in some Christmas outfits. This was a little bit of a Christmas gift to Eagles fans. Everybody excited about their prospects going forward.
A much-needed Eagles win meant a nice break from holiday shopping at Philadelphia's Christmas Village.
It looked great. You know, they did everything they needed to do to get it done. Defense stepped it up. Carson came through. Big day for the Eagles.
Even the pessimists were celebrating.
I bet my wife $20 that they lose. I lost. Okay. We'll see next week, though.
We were all unsure about the outcome, but now it's great.
Fans emptied the link and filled up Xfinity Live to celebrate, trash talk Dallas, and cheer that the Eagles season isn't finished.
Whatever we do next week, that's what really matters. We got one more week till we make it to the playoffs, so we're going to do it.
What a game. You know what? We came through. The team wanted it. Go Eagles. Let's bring on the playoffs.
They actually played very good. I think Carson Wentz killed it.
This is the best I've felt about 8-7 in a long time.
The Eagles play the Giants next week. You can expect a lot of Eagles fans to try to get up there and cheer on the team. They need a win next week. At Xfinity Live, I'm Drew Smith, NBC10 News.
And check out tomorrow's daily news covers. The front page reads joyful and triumphant from the Christmas Carol, O Come All Ye Faithful. And the sports cover shows Carson Wentz and the headline Nick Who in reference to Nick Foles. And a bizarre moment during the Eagles post-game news conference after a fan somehow got into the Eagles media room and even asked Coach Doug Peterson a question.
Your defense, it doesn't.
Who is this? Is he credentialed?
Yet the fans started asking Coach Peterson about Eli Manning and the Giants. Now, Eli Manning isn't the starting quarterback, and Coach immediately realized something was up. Security escorted the man out of the room, and Coach Peterson joked that this might end up on SportsCenter. And a heads up, the Eagles game next Sunday is now at 4:25 instead of 1 o'clock. NBC10 has you covered all morning long with game day kickoff at 9:30, Eagles game plan at 10, and of course, Eagles game day final right after Sunday Night Football and NBC10 News at 11. Turning now to your NBC10 First Alert weather. We are warming up this week as we head into football, more football coming up. We're looking forward to that game. Let's go to NBC10 First Alert meteorologist Steve Sosna, and we're talking about temperatures going into the 50s. We're looking forward to things.
Yeah, we got a victory in the weather department as well, Denise, after that big Eagles game. In terms of our weather, nice and quiet, which is exactly what the doctor ordered for your Christmas holiday and your Hanukkah festivities. A big, important week, and we really need that weather to work out. Now, it is chilly outside at the moment, 35 in Philadelphia, 31 in the Lehigh Valley. We're looking at 28 in the suburbs, lower to middle 30s at the Jersey Shore in Delaware. So while we're calling for a warm-up, that's primarily during the afternoon hours. You do have to plan on this at the bus stop tomorrow morning for that abbreviated work week. 25 in Vineland, 32 in Philadelphia, middle to upper 20s across our northern and western suburbs, and we're looking at mostly clear skies, middle 20s up there in the Lehigh Valley. Tomorrow's forecast is a gem. We'll flip those numbers around and get mid-50s, but you're also going to notice something else in the air tomorrow that you noticed today, and that's a lot of haze in the sky. And I'll explain in just a few minutes why you're seeing that haze and what you can expect for that Christmas holiday, and then a sneak peek at 2020 in just a bit. Denise?
All right, Steve, thank you. At least one person is dead following a crash on I-95 in northeast Philadelphia. Video shows a massive accident scene and slowdown in the northbound lanes near Academy Road. Police say 2 other people were taken to the hospital. The crash caused a backup, and officials are warning drivers to avoid the area while they investigate the crash. One man is dead tonight after police say he was found inside a car with a gunshot wound to his face. Police say they called 911 just before 7:30 tonight on Beverly Road in West Oak Lane. Investigators say the car was found in the back driveway of a home there. He died about 20 minutes after he was found. They are still looking for the gunman tonight. Time is running out on anyone still looking to find those last-minute Christmas gifts. Christmas Village in Center City was packed with people getting their final gifts to put under the tree. And happy kids danced and hung out with reindeer while waiting to get their photos with Santa. The Center City attraction drew crowds from the city, suburbs, and beyond.
We usually go all the way to New York for the big city experience, and this year we wanted to do it here.
Love the Christmas lights and the spirit and everything that Christmas is all about.
Christmas Village runs through Christmas Eve at 5 o'clock. Now, this upcoming week is going to be busy on the roads. A live look at I-95 tonight as people are going home for the holidays or maybe just going to grandma's. Airports are expected to be packed as well. We found long lines at Philadelphia International Airport today. Airport officials say they're seeing more travelers this year, but people flying today say it's not so bad.
This has been a record holiday season at Philadelphia International Airport.
We tried to get here a little earlier. But you know what? The line's long, but it's not as bad as you think. It's moving fast, so no complaints.
AAA says make sure you're aware of the weather not only here at home, but across the country. Bad weather elsewhere could still cause flight delays and cancellations. New tonight, the basketball player who went into the stands to confront Sixers fans is suspended. Isaiah Thomas was ejected from the game last night after going into the stands, and now he's facing a 2-game suspension. The 2 Sixers fans heckling him are now banned from the Wells Fargo Center for a year, and the season ticket holder who transferred the tickets to them will also have the season tickets revoked. Well, the first night of Hanukkah is being marked with ceremonies and celebrations by Jews around the world. Tonight, the Betsy Ross House in Old City hosted a community menorah lighting. Dozens packed the courtyard for the traditional lighting ceremony that featured a free buffet complete with Hanukkah favorites. The 8-day Hanukkah festival symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness. Next at 11, Eddie Murphy makes a triumphant comeback to the SNL stage, but not without controversy. The one joke he said last night that's not sitting well with everyone. And a mall warning tonight from one of the area's most popular shopping destinations. The restrictions they're putting on kids there the day after Christmas.
And for 2019, we're looking at a mild Christmas, so factor that into your plans. And I'll talk about what the chances are for a white Christmas in the Delaware Valley and why it's so exceptional when it happens. I'll be back with that and more coming up after the break.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
So happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
Current qualified competitive lessees can use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to lease this Equinox for around $179 a month. Or get over $5,200 below MSRP when you purchase.
Last year, Shen Yun sold out theaters everywhere. Don't miss your chance to experience the magic. Get your tickets today, returning to Miriam Theater, February 12th through March 1st. Tickets at shenyun.com/Philadelphia.
This is a 2015 BMW commercial. We're playing it again because that 2015 X1 is now pre-owned and BMW certified to run like new again.
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Just pick up your stuff and come on in to see the rest of the vehicle at an authorized BMW dealer near you.
Just dropping off my stuff.
Oh, Gary. BMW certified. Like new, again. Hurry in for exceptional offers through BMW Financial Services.
Do you have concerns about mild memory loss related to aging? Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Family is important to us.
So happy holidays and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $4,000 below MSRP on this Blazer all-wheel drive.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
A local community is showing the true meaning of the Christmas spirit by giving back to a deserving family. Today, a pair of homeowners were given more than $4,500 in gift cards. The money was raised after fire destroyed a home on Green Tree Road in Washington Township earlier this month. And there's new information tonight about the day last July when President Trump called Ukraine's president asking for a favor. That, of course, led to last week's impeachment. And now we're getting a first look at secret emails sent from the White House officials that very same day. NBC's Jennifer Johnson reports.
House and Senate leaders still at an impasse over the Senate impeachment trial of President Trump. Democrats demanding to hear from White House insiders, including Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney, former National Security Advisor John Bolton, and budget official Michael Duffy. Newly released court-ordered documents show Duffy told the Pentagon to withhold military aid from Ukraine on July 25th, 90 minutes after President Trump asked Ukraine's president to investigate Joe Biden. And Duffy told the Pentagon to keep it quiet.
If there was ever an argument that we need Mr. Duffy to come testify, this is that information. This email is explosive.
But Republicans want a quick trial with few or no witnesses, both sides clashing over the next step.
The charges are pretty thin gruel. I don't see anything impeachable in that.
If he really believes it's thin because the President of the United States ordered his top people who were in the room, who have firsthand knowledge, not to testify. He ordered documents not to be turned over.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has given no indication of when she might release the articles of impeachment to the Senate as the president continues to lash out at her.
Crazy Nancy, she's crazy. No. So now she says, she has no case. She has no case, so let's not submit it. That's good, right?
Pelosi holding out for assurances there will be a real trial, but Senate Republicans are now in charge of how this will proceed in their chamber. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Comedian Eddie Murphy is catching heat from Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby's publicist after a joke he made on Saturday Night Live.
If you would have told me 30 years ago that I would be this boring, stay-at-home, house dad, and Bill Cosby would be in jail, Even I would have took that bet. I'll tell you, who is America's dad now?
Now, that joke drew a lot of laughs last night, but not everyone liked it. Bill Cosby's publicist, Andrew White, issued a statement saying, in part, "It is sad that Mr. Murphy would take this glorious moment of returning to SNL and make disparaging remarks against Mr. Cosby. One would think that Mr. Murphy was given his freedom to leave the plantation so that he could make his own decisions, but he decided to sell himself back to being a Hollywood slave." Murphy has not responded to White's statement. Well, for kids with parents in prison, Christmas time can be a difficult time, but Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill is trying to make it a little brighter. Meek Mill hosted a VIP shopping spree for kids for Philly, New York, and New Jersey and Manhattan yesterday. And all the kids have parents in prison. Sixers co-owner Michael Rubin and DJ Khaled were also there. Meek Mill and Rubin are co-founders of Reform Alliance, a group committed to advancing criminal justice reform. Well, the sights and sounds of Christmas were on full display in Chestnut Hill, NBC10 at Morris Arboretum's Holiday Garden Railway Nights display. And tonight was the last night to visit before Christmas, but they'll reopen next Saturday and Sunday for guests to enjoy one last time before they pack up for the year. And Christmas came early for some kids in Camden today. Officers from Camden's police department helped deliver gifts to some families in need. It's all part of the department's annual Toy for Tots holiday drive.
Once they come out and do it once, they usually kind of get hooked, and they do it every single year because you just see how happy the kids are. I mean, you can't really put it into words to describe, how happy they are when they actually get the toys that we give them.
This year, they were able to deliver gifts to nearly 170 Camden families. New at 11, a warning from police in Cherry Hill. Do not drop your kids off at the mall by themselves. Police say the week before and after Christmas are some of the busiest at the Cherry Hill Mall, and unattended kids can get into some trouble. So starting the day after Christmas, they're enforcing a parental escort policy from 4 p.m. until closing at 9 p.m. Anyone under the age of 17 needs to be with an adult over the age of 21. Police say they will be checking IDs. And turning now to your NBC10 First Alert weather live look down Broad Street from our Kimmel Center campus camera. Get ready for a mild start to the winter this week. And let's bring in NBC10 First Alert meteorologist Steve Sosna. It's incredible that winter, the full first day of winter is here, and it feels kind of much warmer than usual.
We're kind of reversing course from where we were. We were colder in November, but we will work things out. Everything evens out, Denise. So let's just enjoy that break, but it will be a very, very brown or bare Christmas on the ground. No white stuff. And we hope every year for a white Christmas, or a lot of you do, and you see the skyline right there. It's not pasted in white. Are the odds really with us? Well, the answer to that is no. Let's make it snow. Let's bring in the Christmas trees. Let's bring in the snow. What are your odds of really seeing this around here in the Delaware Valley? Not great. About a 7 to 10% chance that it happens. The last time that we saw an inch or more of snow on the ground was back in 2009, and that was from a storm that came a few weeks prior to that. That was some leftover snow on the ground, about 8 inches of it left on the ground in Philadelphia. So you got to go back 10 years since we've seen a white Christmas in Philadelphia, and a lot of years it's been even longer than that. So back to reality. Here we go. It was nice to see that snow for a little while, right? All right. No shoveling in the forecast for now, that's for sure. Your weather headlines at 11:41 on this Sunday evening. We're looking at a mostly clear sky right now, and what that will do is allow our temperatures to continue to cool off during the overnight hours. So you'll see some frost on your windshield early tomorrow morning, maybe a little bit of fog, but then it turns milder in the afternoon. And that really is the theme of this holiday week. Give or take a degree or two, the temperature will be hanging out right around 50 degrees, which is really nice for this time of year. And there will be a few showers on Friday. Even that rain doesn't look very widespread. So you may have peeked out the window this morning and saw that the sky kind of had a film or a haze on it. There's a reason why that happened, and you're going to see that again tomorrow. Why it kind of almost looks like Los Angeles a little bit. The temperature up about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere is 45 degrees. Down where we are, it's 34. So because this air is warmer than this air can't rise. So all the pollutants that we produce and all the smoke and emissions from your car get trapped down here near the ground. So that's why that hazy appearance appears there as well. Also some moisture, so that's why you get the frost on your windshield. So you'll notice that tomorrow morning as you walk out the door. That's about the biggest problem of the day, though. Tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Your neighborhood weather forecast for tomorrow, mid to upper 40s to mid 50s across the area. Again, a gem of a day. Travel weather for the next 4 days is good. The next problem that you may encounter, really not that big of a deal, is on Friday with a couple of showers. Real quickly, your Christmas forecast, neighborhood weather looks like this. It looks like a slam dunk, a nice day, mid to upper 40s with sunshine. Probably some clouds working their way into the picture, but this is one of our quieter weeks during a very important period of travel and festivities going on here. So this is just some great news for us. Mid 50s on Monday, 50 with some showers on Friday. And then as you can see, that second part of the 10 days starts to turn more active, Denise, as we head towards the latter half of 2019, early 2020. So we'll enjoy this quiet stretch while we got it.
You're not so used to it being this calm.
Yeah, I actually really could get used to this for a few more days. Let's bring it on.
All right, good timing for it at least. All right, Steve, thanks so much. But let's talk about some excitement with Danny Palmels. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Denise. Hey, Steve. Yeah, Eagles fans still riding high after that huge Birds win over the Cowboys. Highlights and reaction from the link are on the way. And our John Clark was over there at Lincoln Financial Field where he caught up with a fired-up Eagles squad with their eyes on the prize following an emotional win. That and more next in sports.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we built FanDuel Sportsbook with more ways to bet, more ways to fund your account, more ways to cash in, and more ways to cash out, with payouts delivered straight to your bank account in as little as 48 hours. You want more? You got it. Join today and get a risk-free bet worth up to $500. FanDuel Sportsbook, more ways to win.
It's the year-end sale at Raymore & Flanigan. Order online or come in store and save $400 on this coreless 2-piece sofa and love seat set, $400 on this Bay City 7-piece dining set, and save $400 on this Belize 4-piece queen bedroom set. You'll also get a free lifestyle adjustable base with your mattress purchase, a $399 value, all delivered in just 2 days or less. Plus, enjoy no-interest financing for 72 months at the year-end sale at Raymore & Flanigan.
This season, a more thrilling journey is calling. Defy the laws of human nature at the Season of Audi sales event. Get exceptional offers now.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
So happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
Current qualified competitive lessees can use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to lease this Equinox for around $179 a month. Or get over $5,200 below MSRP when you purchase.
Back those halls, trim those trees, raise up pumpkins for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, with available intelligent all-wheel drive. Hurry in now. Get total possible finance savings of $30.85 on Rogue, or get a low $179 per month lease on Rogue Sport.
An exhilarating escape is just within reach. Defy the laws of human nature at the Season of Audi sales event. Get exceptional offers now.
Across our area, hunger is a significant problem.
A problem that we can fix.
Right now and all year long.
Trabajemos juntos para combatir el hambre.
From NBC10
y Telemundo 62.
Happy Holidays!
This is Sports Desk, brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet service provider, according to speedtest.net.
Hey, Danny Palmels from NBC Sports Philadelphia with you once again. Santa's almost here, right? What better way to celebrate the holiday season than an Eagles win over the Cowboys? It was a wild one at the link, but when the dust settled, the Birds firmly cemented themselves in the driver's seat for an NFC East division crown this Sunday. Carson Wentz called it the biggest game of his career earlier in the week. Wentz sure played like that early on, puts the Eagles up 10-zip in the first quarter, one of a career-high 9 catches for Dallas Goedert. Eagles in front early. This one far from over, though. Third quarter, Eagles up 10-6. Guess who? Last week's hero, Greg Ward, coming up gigantic with this catch from Wentz and some yak to go with it. Takes it down close to the red zone. Eagles looking for more later in the drive. The Penn State product, Miles Sanders, does the honors with a 1-yard TD plunge. Eagles go up 17-9. Late fourth quarter, Cowboys down 8. A big play here. They're trying to get back in it, but Vinny Curry says, gets to the quarterback and sacks Dak Prescott. Great to see the Birds defense bend and not break. On fourth down, Prescott looking for it all. Guess who? It's Sidney Jones coming up with the clutch pass breakup in the end zone. Cowboys turn it over on down. Eagles with a gotta have it 17-9 win with more from Lincoln Financial Field. Here's John Clark.
Yeah, the Eagles were excited heading into the locker room, but they didn't forget they got to win one more. And they brought up earlier in the season after beating the Eagles when Dak Prescott said it was easy against the Birds.
Dak Prescott said that's easy, right?
You want to keep saying that when we talk. I mean, when you want to talk, we can talk, you know, but we're going to show up and play. So if you call that easy, then I don't know. You might need to review yourself.
It's really hard to forget all that's been said about this team in this locker room, all of the boos that we've heard so far this year, and that stuff doesn't go away. So we understand that, you know, we really draw on each other and the guys in this team trying to make something memorable out of this season.
Carson Wentz said coming in, you could probably say this is the biggest game of his career. He came up huge, throwing for over 300 yards, leading his young kids on offense to the biggest win in their careers.
That's a bad man, and I got all the respect, I got all the confidence in him, and I got his back, so he's going to play it, he's going to give it all for us, and I'm going to give it all for the whole team too. So
you're seeing the trust factor with some of these young guys, you know, that he's leaning on them a little bit more, and that's what you got to do. I mean, listen, you know, these are the guys we're playing with, so you know, we've got to do that.
It has been fun, you know, seeing some of these guys just grow up right before our eyes. It's almost something new every time that we're working with, and just seeing them grow up and make plays. And the moment's not too big for any of these guys, you know, and I just love seeing that, and it's encouraging.
And I don't think Miles Sanders is a rookie anymore. 156 total yards against the Cowboys after 172 last week in Washington. He's putting this team on his back. At the link, John Clark, NBC Sports, Philadelphia.
Thanks, John. A quick Sixers note to give you some unfortunate injury news. The team announced rookie Matisse Thybulle suffered a bone bruise and sprain of his right knee in the fourth quarter of Saturday night's win over Washington. He is out indefinitely, and he'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. And one more note on the Cowboys. Their plane back to Dallas was deemed unfit to fly home. As of now, they are still in Philadelphia. That's all for sports. I'm Danny Pommells, NBC10 News at 11. Coming right back.
Ring in 2020 with Rivers Casino New Year's Eve fireworks on the waterfront on NBC10.
At the Ram Big Finish event, we're giving the ultimate gift. Employee pricing for all. So you can drive the only pickups that make the season shine brighter, carry more gifts, and bring the magic of the holidays to everyone in the back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Get the gifts that have it all with employee pricing for all.
With employee pricing for all, purchase and get $12,478 in total values for 25% below MSRP on the 2019 Ram 1500.
Last year, Shen Yun sold out theaters everywhere. Don't miss your chance to experience the magic. Get your tickets today. Returning to Miriam Theater, February 12th through March 1st. Tickets at shenyun.com/Philadelphia.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
It's the GMC Denali season to upgrade. Get up to 20% below MSRP on these GMC Denali models. We are professional grade. GMC.
I sent that application after application.
but nobody hired me. They hear my son say, "Are we going to Daddy's house?" Son, Daddy don't have a house.
It's hard to explain the anxiety when you're leaving the service. When Comcast called, it was like seeing a lighthouse.
It gave me hope.
And that opportunity to take some veteran who needs help, you just can't replace that.
That was the call that changed my life.
A better grip. Right when you need it. The 2020 Nissan Altima has tech you can't get in a quarter Camry, like available intelligent all-wheel drive. This is instant confidence. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Get a low $199 per month lease or get total possible finance savings of $34.32 on Altima.
Happy holidays from all of us at NBC10.
With employee pricing for all, the greatest gifts aren't found in a store. They're out there, gift wrapped in snow. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and open them. Unwrap the world in a Jeep SUV with employee pricing for all. With employee pricing plus for everyone, financing at $6,788 below MSRP on the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4.
Final check on the weather. Steve's getting pretty mild out there.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty, Denise, on this week as we move into Christmas. Hanukkah, of course, began tonight. Let's take a look at that forecast. If you're getting out of town or expecting some loved ones into town tomorrow, just two problem spots to kind of flag. One across the southeastern states, so near Atlanta. I don't expect too many delays. Atlanta has a really good operation down there at Hartsfield International. Another storm system out in the Intermountain West may cause some delays out near Vegas, but otherwise we're basically major storm free this week, which is certainly good news as temperatures climb to near 50 almost every day of this week, including Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then nice for New Year's Eve as well.
All right, Steve,
There
thank
you
you. And that's NBC 10 News at 11. I'm Denise Nakano for Steve, Danny, and all of us here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. An Eagles game day final is coming up next. Go Birds!
At NBC10, we cover stories that matter to you.
The DNA is like truth serum.
Taking on investigations that change everything on the street,
I've been punched.
where'd they punch you,
In my face.
in school.
There's clearly something going on that needs to be attended to.
With the most accurate forecast for your neighborhood.
Cold and snow.
And stories that bring us together.
Thank you for the kind words. That mean a lot.
No matter where, when, or how you watch NBC 10 News. Count on it.
Carson, you coming with? Nah, got a few more things to go over. I'll lock up. All right, Lenny, you got my moves?
Do birds fly on Sundays?
What is that?
When it comes to touchdown celebrations, it's good to have choices.
Oh, I can get into this.
Same when it comes to your energy provider. Choose NRG for energy plans with perks.
Now this time, a little more energy.
A better grip. Right when you need it. The 2020 Nissan Altima has tech you can't get in a quarter Camry, like available intelligent all-wheel drive. This is instant confidence. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Get a low $199 per month lease or get total possible finance savings of $34.32 on Altima.
Xfinity Live is back with Philly's biggest and hottest New Year's Eve party. NYU Live is the perfect place for you and your friends to ring in the new year. Visit xfinitylive.com for details.
You gotta be proud of what you do. You gotta be detailed, element by element.
I've been trained to notice things that most human eyes don't see.
I feel like I put my soul into the cars.
Your work ethic, the product you provide, reflects on your name.
We sign off.
We sign off so you can sign on.
The Sign Then Drive event is on. Lease a new 2019 Jetta. 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
Surprise! A new Buick?
To James, from James.
Hey, is this a new Buick? I Secret Santed myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
I love it. I love it.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Celebrate the holidays with 25% below MSRP for current eligible non-GM owners and lessees on most 2019 Encore models. Or current eligible lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2019 Encore for around $119 per month.
Get your breaking news, weather, and traffic every weekday morning from 4 to 7 a.m. NBC 10 News Today. We put you first. Count on it.
Wentz comes back, goes to Sanders. He's ahead. He's free. 50, 40, 30, 20, and he slides down at the 20, and this game is over.
Yep, they can start the buses.
Miles Sanders putting the final dagger into the Cowboys late in the fourth quarter. The Eagles overcoming so many injuries again, beat the Cowboys, a more talented Cowboys offense. The Eagles are in the driver's seat to win the NFC East next week. This is Eagles Game Day Final.
Eagles Game Day Final is presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Your local Toyota dealers are a proud automotive partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, everybody, I'm John Clark outside the Eagles locker room, and this place was happy and celebrating when the Eagles came in here, celebrating the do-or-die NFC East game against the Cowboys. If the Eagles lost, they were eliminated. Let's go back to early December in Miami. After a bad loss, the Eagles were 5-7. They have now won 3 straight against division opponents, this being the biggest one, and they can win the NFC East next week at the Giants with a win. Take a look at the Birds as they were leaving the field and entering the locker room. A lot of celebrating going on. It was a party here in December. Doug Peterson, look how fired up he is with the Eagles fans leaving the field. Jalen Mills says one more. Jason Kelsey, you could sense how excited these Eagles were with a big character win over the Cowboys. Hey, Eagles were home underdogs again, and they once again proved they are the better team. The job is not finished, though. Take a look at the playoff scenarios. It is now a 4:25 game at MetLife Stadium. If the Eagles beat the Giants, they clinch the NFC East for the second time in 3 seasons, and they would have a home playoff game. If they lose, then you get into scenarios where the Cowboys, if they beat the Redskins, could win the division. So they have to stay focused this week, beating the Giants. Let's take you into the locker room. Doug Peterson speaking to his Birds after this huge win.
We stood in this locker room. You were built for this. Yes, sir. Okay? You're made for this right now. You guys in this room believe. Coaches believe. Everybody believes. And that's what it takes, man. A little bit of faith. Okay? Can move mountains. That's right. I'm not going to preach or anything, but I'm telling you what. Okay? Hey, I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you guys. My hat is off again for the way you come to work, man. You won this game during the week. Okay? During the week. That's what it takes, man. And we're figuring that out. Sky's the limit with this team, man. I'm so happy.
And Doug Peterson is now 10-4 in December games over the last 3 seasons. Think about that. He lost Carson Wentz the last 2 years, didn't have him for most of the Decembers, and now with Carson Wentz this month, Carson has been unbelievable. In the 4 games this month in December, he's averaging over 300 yards passing with 9 touchdowns and just 1 interception. And it's with kids, young kids. Take a look at Carson getting the guys fired up pregame here before the big game, his biggest game against the Cowboys.
You're built for this moment. We are built for this moment. Play with so much confidence, so much swagger today that everyone in the stadium can feel you.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. It is kids on offense with him. So many young players. And we thought about Dak Prescott coming in, the sprained shoulder, but he was good to go. Eagles, first play from scrimmage. Carson Wentz to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. That's right, just 3 receivers again. Pickup of 27. Longest play by a receiver over the last 3 games. Eagles get a field goal. It's 3-0. Second possession. Cowboys coming in struggling against the screen pass. Eagles take advantage. Miles Sanders, 29 yards right there. That sets up this. Dallas on Dallas crime. Dallas Goddard. They traded up in the draft to keep the Cowboys from drafting Dallas, it pays off. 10-0 Eagles. On their first 2 drives, they got points. Good start. Second quarter, injury bug hitting the Birds again. Zach Ertz takes a big hit, grabbing his ribs, and he would go to the locker room. Ronald Darby also went to the locker room. So 2 more banged up Birds. But good news, Zach Ertz comes back in. He is giving it a go, toughing it out. End of the half, huge sequence here. Carson Wentz going to hit Dallas Goedert again. Tight end screen. But, Jason Peters whistled for the block in the back. That is a huge penalty. The drive stalls. Jake Elliott misses a 53-yard field goal. Cowboys would get a field goal on their end, so it's really a 6-point swing right there. It's only 10-6 Eagles at the half, even though they dominated the Cowboys in the first half. Third quarter, first possession. Fletcher Cox battling an elbow injury here. Strips Tony Pollard. Malcolm Jenkins recovers. Originally, he was ruled down before the fumble, but Doug Peterson challenged it, and the Birds get their first turnover of the game. Cowboys just not getting it done. A lot of miscues. 3rd and 11 here. Dak Prescott has Amari Cooper open, sails the throw, incomplete. Dak Prescott not looking like himself. He was inaccurate. Eagles take advantage. Carson Wentz finds Greg Ward wide open. This is the longest play of Greg Ward's career through the air, 38 yards, and that sets up Miles Sanders. His 3rd touchdown over the last 2 games. Eagles go up 11 points. Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie is loving it. 17-6 Birds going into the 4th quarter, and Doug Peterson wants Jake Elliott to attempt a 55-yard field goal. He missed on the 53-yarder, misses the 55-yarder, and so that would lead to another Cowboys field goal. They are within 1 score. Dallas gets the ball with a chance. Dak Prescott throws deep to Michael Gallup. He had him. He beat Jalen Mills, but it is off his hands. A lot of drops in this game for the Cowboys. 4th and the game. Dak Prescott throwing it up in the end zone. Sidney Jones, who came in once again just like a few weeks ago and comes up with a huge play, knocking the ball out there, saves the game. Unbelievable. Fletcher Cox can celebrate. Jerry Jones, yeah, he's heading back to Dallas, a loser. Eagles can ice it here. Miles Sanders, how about this? Milking the clock. He could have gone into the end zone, helping out fantasy leagues everywhere. But he does the smart thing, sliding for the win. 17-9, the Eagles beat the Cowboys. Once again, the Birds coming up big as home underdogs over the favored Cowboys. Let's go into the locker room for post-game reaction.
That playoff atmosphere, you can't beat it. Can't beat it, especially being at home here. The fans were awesome tonight. Guys made plays, but at the end of the day, we still got one more.
Carson's been balling all season. Today is no different. The biggest thing for me is I'm happy to see that everybody is seeing the type of player he is and the success he's having, and the type of player that he will continue to be.
That was obviously a great team win. Felt great. Guys played from start to finish with some energy. Played as a team, stayed patient in a tight ball game against a good team, and one more game to go.
It's huge. It's been a tough road for me. Everybody knows that, but just to come in and contribute to this team and just make plays, man, it's big. Just feels good to contribute.
It was painful and embarrassing the last time we went out. We knew we all wasn't 100%. We knew a lot of guys was hurt. We still trying to find ourselves, and they took advantage of our weaknesses that game. And this game, we want to prove that we could stop the run, and make sure that we got after Zeke and Dak. Yeah. And we just knew it was going to be a tight, fun-filled game.
Man, we reliable. Everything this team, it means the world to us, man. We got each other back. We fought hard. We kept our head in it, and we believed in each other. That's why we got that dub tonight.
Wow. Miles Sanders, are you really a rookie?
Yeah, I'm definitely a rookie, man. They do a good job of making sure I'm still. I got that mentality, but man, I feel like I've been growing each week, getting stronger, just building off each game, just trying to get better for this team, man.
172 total yards last week, 156 here against the Cowboys. This is your season right here. I know you said lean on me last week.